afternoon, everybody. You're probably wondering what AALTO HAPS is. I'm going to play a short video first so that it'll give you a sense of what we're all about.
How do you see things now? In the future, we'll see things differently. Everything will be nearer. We'll be aware of problems sooner. We'll find solutions faster. We'll see greater opportunities, and we'll see them more equally. One level of connectivity for everyone. 5G, wherever we may be. We know this because the stratospheric age has already begun. Airborne, flying at 70,000 feet for days, weeks, months at a time. Powered only by the sun, leaving nothing behind but a whisper. The AALTO Zephyr high-altitude platform station gives us eyes on our planet we've never had before. And with unlimited possibilities for ever wider connectivity. What we see in the future will be limited only by our imagination. A safer, happier, and wealthier world, perhaps. What else might tomorrow bring? In the stratosphere, there's no limit. AALTO Zephyr. The future is stratospheric.
So, Zephyr and AALTO is a 100% subsidiary of Airbus. We have been developing this aircraft for the last 12 years. And I just wanted to give you a bit of an insight as to what this vehicle is made of, because it has some real relevance. We are coming up to a 200-day endurance capability. Last year we flew for 64 days non-stop in the stratosphere. It has a 25-meter wingspan, and I hate to say it, but the aircraft in its entirety, with payload and battery and solar, it weighs 5 kilos less than me. Now that's hard to imagine. We are the global leader in fixed-wing, high-altitude platform station technology. We have been doing this for a number of years. We have over 4,000 hours now flying in the stratosphere, and a lot of patents filed. We're positioning ourselves in this whole new layer that you're aware of, and there's a big buzz around non-terrestrial networking today. You understand GEO and MEO and LEO. The stratosphere is now open for business, and HAPS has some very unique capabilities, especially when it comes to things like mobility, which we're here to talk about today. Low latency is something critical to autonomous vehicles, whether they are in the sea, on the land, or in the air, because it's life-changing decisions that will have to be made. Satellites don't necessarily give you that latency that you require. And this can be very targeted. We could create corridors using HAPS for urban air mobility, for example. We obviously have mobile connectivity at the forefront of our view. We want to try and provide mobile connectivity wherever you may need it, in a rural population, for uncovered areas, for disaster recovery, etc. Obviously, government have a combined usage requirement. Earth observation is also a possibility. We have an Earth observation payload where we can offer down to 18-centimeter resolution over just 1 square kilometer, or a much wider view. And today, platform mobility, as I mentioned, the same connectivity payload. If you want to come and see us, the aircraft is actually hanging up just behind us over here. So come over to our stand if you want to see more. We've got our antenna on display that we can share with you. So from a mobility perspective, we believe that HAPS not only has an option to play for providing connectivity to people direct to devices, but it could be to transponders, which could be within vehicles, or in the air, or on the sea. Because of its very relative closeness to Earth at 20 kilometers high, as I mentioned, latency is not only very, very low, but the connectivity and the quality of the connectivity is exceptional. If I talk about our mobile network operator integration capability, we don't want to go and buy spectrum. We want to basically bring that capability as a tower in the sky for a mobile operator, or to provide paths of connectivity for the use on the planet of Earth we live within today. So anywhere that you want to go, that today is a challenge. It's funny, I spoke to the guy from Volocopter before. Urban air mobility is urban because that's where the connectivity is today. If we want to go beyond the urban centres to rural areas to help the populations to commute and do other things, we're going to need this sort of solution to enable that capability. So we believe we've come up with a very cost-effective solution. We're not going to sell these aircraft in the commercial sense. We will be doing coverage as a service, which means we take the hassle out of flying these, designing them, manufacturing them, and operating them. They're of quite a complex nature of aircraft. Operating at 20 kilometers above Earth, it's typically very cold or very hot. There's very little weather, and we are twice as high as a commercial aircraft. We see the curvature of the Earth from there. We have high-definition video that we can provide, and it's a fantastic opportunity to unlock that stratospheric layer for future services. We can offer flexibility in that these aircraft can be redeployed. Unlike a satellite platform, we can move these wherever we want. We travel up to 1,800 kilometers per day. So we can launch from one part of planet Earth and go to the furthest part in 10 days. And we can then remain persistent over that location to provide connectivity services or Earth observation. Just to give you some more background for our proving our testing, in 2021, we actually conducted some stratospheric flight trials with one of our customers, and we proved that this can be done. So we showed and proved that connectivity from the stratosphere is a reality. We will be doing even more testing later this year, and we'll be making some of that information available for those that are interested. We see many use cases. I've already touched on a few, but it goes on. And the challenge for these technologies when people first see them is it really sets your mind running. Some of the creativity and the imagination that this type of technology and platform can deliver really unlocks the freedom of things where we thought we were constrained previously. The other amazing fact is we're solar powered. Yes, we have batteries within the wings of the aircraft, but we're predominantly solar powered. So for anyone that's trying to think about their footprint on Earth, the carbon impact, this is a fantastic solution. Can really help offset some of the other businesses where maybe you can't, look at that reduction. And then we believe that our Zephyr aircraft has a way of unlocking and supporting many of the sustainable development goals that we're all trying to challenge, and many of the things that we're all thinking of doing in our businesses and our industries. I'm not going to go through all of those because we haven't got time, but we just know that as a most basic fact, the internet access transforms communities. The fact that when we see connectivity being given to communities that have never had it before, if you look at parts of sub-Saharan Africa, when connectivity is given to a village or the community leader, straight away they can do transactions on a phone that they could never do before. This means that money can be transferred, goods can be sold, and all of these things that start to become a possibility. Education and healthcare are improved. Obviously the selling of goods and mobility is the next thing that can start to be improved as well. So that is AALTO HAPS. And I would more than welcome you to come and actually see one of these. The aircraft we have on display in the show actually flew in the stratosphere in 2015 and 2014. It did 2 weeks non-stop in the stratosphere. And it's something that you can come and see, not quite touch it. It's a little bit high for that, but come and see us. We look forward to sharing more information with you. Thank you very much.